Tackles and tinnies, it is time. It is draft night. I'm rattled, bro. I'm absolutely rattled. I'm here with Chris. Chris, how you feeling, mate?
Hi Ryan. I'm excited, but I'm pretty nervous for draft night.
Mate,
We've got less than half an hour to go.
literally less than half an hour. I think it's a good opportunity to just have a bit of a debrief, maybe sneaky chat about maybe who we might be taking, maybe some shenanigans for some mid-season draft trade, maybe. But I just want to quickly go over, Chris, before we get into some smoky chat, how the draft is going to be working. So in our personal league, we've got 12 players. We did a live draft wheel spin with all the reactions. It was stressful AF. But we had 10 originally, but we've actually added 2 more boys in, which is sick in a lot of ways. But in terms of depth in positions, it's going to be very interesting. Now my strategy is completely changed, Chris. I think you'll be similar. But I'll just quickly run through the positions that we've got. We've got 1 fullback. We've got 2 centre wings, 1 5'8", 1 halfback, 2 second rowers, 1 front rower, 1 hooker, 2 bench spots, and we've activated the flex position. Now, Chris, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, so for the listeners who didn't get that, we're drafting 12 players. There were 12 people playing, so there's 144 picks. Yeah, no, I like it. You know, we originally were going to do 14 players to pick, but we had to drop it a little bit because we're just starting this draft a little bit late tonight because we're starting at about 7:45 Queensland time. I think it's going to be really interesting, mostly because of the fact that we're drafting everything normally except for 1 front row forward, and so it means that there's a possibility, you know, that you draft that front row forward a little bit later because there's more than 12 really good front row forwards, so there's that position is packed, and you know, and you may consider, look, there are some front row forwards who are a little bit further, you know, averaging about 65, 70 plus. You may want to jump on those players, you know, super early in the first 4 rounds. But, you know, you might also take that kind of risk and you go, hey, do you know what? I probably can still pick somebody up, you know, who's averaging 65, you know, in round 9, round 10, because nobody's getting them at all because we don't see a reason to, really. So it's really interesting. And, you know, I thought I'd just also talk about the NRL, the stats changes that have occurred in the last 4 days.
Please,
Ryan.
Please do.
It's completely changed, really, how we're supposed to, I guess, draft players in draft, really. You know, historically, you know, you pick all your spine players, so your hooker, fullback, 5'8", and fullback early on in the first 3 or 4 rounds. But, you know, now with these new changes, so for people who don't know yet, NRL SuperCoach this year is changing from compiling that stats using NRL Fox Sports, and now they're using NRL official stats. And some of the big changes include, for example, try assist being given to the second person who passes last, as opposed to the person who was previously involved the most. So we're losing players. We're losing points from fullbacks specifically. A lot of centers are going to benefit from that. A lot more tackles as well. Specifically, NRL allows the third man in. They count that as a tackle. All of a sudden, a lot of front row forwards and a lot of 2RF locks specifically are going to be drafted a lot higher than in previous years. And at the same time, you know, the interesting thing, Ryan, I'd love to get your thoughts on this right now, but I would have it to die hard, man. Like, I don't know how many years you've been doing this. This is only my 2nd year. But, you know, it's you know, I still feel like I should be drafting a spine player. Will you be doing one, if possible? If you, let's say in the 2nd round, you have to choose between a really good front row forward or 2RF versus a really good fullback, will you take that fullback? Or you're going to change, move the times?
You get the luxury because you're on here, so no one else is going to hear my strategy. But since you're a loyal podcast with me, my friend, you get my strat. I'm fading fullbacks, 5'8", halfback at the start.
Wow. Yeah.
So you probably inkling who I'm picking. So guys, I think we better, before we even keep going, I've got the 2nd overall pick. For the people who didn't watch the live wheel spin, I've got the 2nd overall pick. And Chris, what did you have again?
I got 6.
Yeah. So again, there's like 5 out and out guns, and then I think Terrell May is like projected 6. So again, that's pretty good and convenient that you got West Tigers hat on. Terrell May, I think, is the perfect super coach player now that you got the added tackle benefited as well. But I think I'm going Herbie. I've just had an inkling that Herbie's going to be popping off, and I'm seeing all these other creators who are Supercoach creators that are identifying the new potential run meters, how they're defining that, and we're not finding that out till probably tomorrow. It's the 9th of February today, guys. So I've heard, well, Chris told me anyway, that tomorrow they're going to clarify what that means. But if the run meters are actual total running meters over 8 meters, which is 2 points, Herbie Farmworth is like super serum. He's Captain America. He's just going to be running for days. And he actually has the highest average Supercoach points. It's like 91 points. And now with the Hamiso, more than likely going to be fullback with the extended bench with Trey Fuller coming off the extended bench, which would be my pick for the team, even though I love Trey. It's going to be interesting to see Hammer now sweeping. Herb gets the ball. So instead of Hammer getting the try assist, now it's going to be Herbie Farmworth getting the try assist. And you got a pretty bloody good gun in Selwyn Cobbo, who's very destructive, close to the line. He's going to be very hard to tackle against a Herbie Farmworth 2-on-1. Instead of getting maybe 4 points, now he's getting potentially 20 points for a try assist and a line break assist or something in between. I think Herbie Farmworth is gun. Absolute gun. And I'm pretty confident it's high. I asked Supercoach Whisperer actually on Instagram, what are your thoughts? He's like, I don't hate it. Don't hate it. I think Andy's picking Cleary or Haas or Tedesco. I don't think he's picking Herbie, but I'm tossing up, man. Tedesco's been in my thoughts. I think Cleary, obviously, he's out gun. Payne Haas, stat patter for sure, especially with that new tackling thing. I'm rattled, bro. Like Reece Walsh, obviously, but the Adam Reynolds situation, I don't know.
Yeah. Look, my strategy actually, funnily enough, this is going to sound as if I'm not giving anything away to you, but to be honest, I think because I play Classic as my predominant game, I'm actually partly going to be just picking players who I probably won't be picking Classic, really. I'm looking at players, for example, like Hammer, Isaiah Iongi, these type of players, believe it or not, like guys who are probably unlikely to see in Classic this year at all. It's also really interesting as well because a lot of the little sneaky picks that I have, for example, like somebody like a Chris Randall or something like that. A lot of the players I'm thinking about who are super sneaky, they're all Gold Coast Titans players who, most players I reckon like who play like don't really, because I think there is like a Gold Coast Titans bias, but everybody who's playing here is from the Gold Coast pretty much. And so all these little sneaky picks that I have, they're not going to really work very much. You guys all know just how good Sam Verrills is.
Oh, mate.
Yeah.
Tackle bot, bro. Tackle bot. And Luke Summerton is projected to be on that bench now for the Titans, which is also worthy to note. I do project him to get some minutes. Verrills plays 65, 70 minutes. But that's definitely worthy to note. Also, we're going to probably have some boys drop in and out of this group chat, and Dave looks like he's loading in, which is amazing. Again, more the merrier for sure, because the banter will be going off tap, and it'll be interesting to hear Dave's strategy. But yeah, it's just hard, bro. And I think also that we have 12 players. I think last year we had more, it felt like. Can you remember?
Yeah, I think we had about 14 or 16.
Yeah. And having that many players actually made a big difference because positional scarcity was a big thing. Big Gazzy, how you going, brother, man?
I'm ready for a meat pie. It's dinner time, lads.
I hope the Super Bowl was good, bro. We're just talking about strategy and players of positional scarcity at the moment.
Yeah.
I gave away my sneaky strategy to Chris, but Chris is going to gatekeep for that one for me.
Yeah, it's Chris. And I love that hat, Chris.
It's Cooper behind, boys.
Chris, I thought you were a Titan supporter. What happened?
Let me get my Titans hat.
You get my Titans hat now.
That's so good.
Now I'm going to get shit from everybody else now.
Yeah,
I have the Titans on now. And I'm going to have to change this like 4 times by the time everybody else goes on, really.
Just swap out the hats. You've got many hats. It's fucking great.
So, yeah.
We're on, boys. Titans are back.
It's a Titan support group, really. So, Ryan, what are your thoughts on having 6 players on the interchange bench? Do you think that's a good thing for Supercoach or a bad thing for Supercoach?
For Supercoach, it's scary, particularly for the cheapies. I think, obviously, you've got established players. It's not too bad. Some of the cheapies this year are almost guaranteed to be running big starter minutes. The only one I'm obviously concerned about is Cooper Bye coming off the bench. That could probably be a bit of a trap potentially, but an AE nightmare in some aspects as well. I definitely see him playing maybe 20 to 35 minutes a game, depending on situation. I think they're going to ease him in. I think Chris Randall is going to be very serviceable for the Gold Coast Titans as well. And obviously we've got guys like Payne Haas. Tino's obviously a big minute player. I project Patson to play probably 60 minutes. Probably going to see guys like Bo Fermor 80 minutes. But like in terms of Titans, obviously. But then the other cheapies, the young Titans winger, To'o Timu version. Looks like he's going to be 80 minutes, obviously. Pezzett, 80 minutes. Patson, as I said, 60 minutes. Atkinson, 80 minutes. Sanders, 80 minutes. So the cheapies, not too much, which is kind of a luxury. I think if the cheapies were a bit hit and miss in regards to bench spots, maybe in the forward pack, in regards to front rollers, I'd be avoiding super cheapies, but I don't think it's going to affect us too much. Maybe guys like Trey Fuller, maybe guys like Dane Laurie. These are the top probably guys who are a bit more trappy in my eyes. But yeah, we'll see. What do you reckon?
I'm mildly disappointed for it. I love it for real footy. Obviously, we want to be protecting, players' heads. Mildly frustrating because I feel like it makes the game a little more centralising, especially in the hooker position. There really only are 3 hookers who play 80 minutes. Blake Brayley, Harry Grant, and Sam Verrills. The others have the capability of playing 80 minutes, but, there are a lot of teams, such as, for example, Manly Seagulls, who, Anthony Seibold loves playing, last year played Gordon, apologies if his name, Gordon Kam Tung Chung Chan for 20 minutes, so there's a risk that, Jai Simpkin doesn't play 80, the hope is that Reid Miney, he can play 80, but there's a very good chance that with, Sonny Luke up there, he might only play 60 all of a sudden. The chance of, something like a Wade Egan, who previously, would probably play 80, now Sam Healy's on that bench and all of a sudden, he's not potentially a pick either that you want to get. So I feel like all of a sudden everybody's going to probably drift towards Harry Grant or Jaden, or Blake Brayley, really.
Yep,
and Sam Verrills. Sam Verrills probably not very relevant for Supercoach Classic.
But again, like tackle bot could be more useful. Again, he's reliable, plays most games, not origin affected. Like these are things you've got to consider. Now, Blake Brayley potentially, well, he obviously played for Australia in that squad. Reece Robson wasn't there. And that's worthy to note that New South Wales did lose origin. They might want to have a clean slate at hooker. And you might be better off going for a Sam Verrills. He's just going to play the entire year, not origin effective, save the trade. Like, yeah, you might lose some points here and there, but what's 100 points when you could save maybe 3 trades?
Yeah.
So it's like, it's a catch-22. Now, Gazzy, Supercoach-wise,
Yeah.
What's your pick?
In draft.
What number
or
are you?
classic?
Draft tonight.
Depends where. So, what's the order, Rye? I'm sure you've got
I
it
gave
in
you the
front of
order. So the order, I'll reiterate for the listeners. Gary.
Just to
Right.
repeat for Gary, he has no clue what he's
Right.
doing.
Right, Andy's first. I'm
Yeah.
second. You are third.
I am third, thank you.
Davey Boy is number 4. He's in the chat as well.
Yeah,
Randall's 5. Chris 6.
yeah.
Hope I can count. Jake 7. Paul 8. Adam 9. Mark 10. Then I've got
Number 3, my lord. Pick number 3.
So if
And then
I've
I've got
number 3, I appreciate
Morgan
that.
11, and then Tim 12. Is that
So
correct?
I'm taking Nathan Cleary if you or Andrew don't take it first.
I love that.
Yeah.
And
You
if
got
if
to.
uh,
Nathan
if they
Cleary.
take Nathan Cleary, who are you taking, Gary?
We'll have to go Herbie Farnworth.
Good luck.
Oh man, it's gonna be a tough one. There's so many great players though, like Scotty Drinkwater, Hines.
Yep. Now, Gaz, I think something else to consider. Are you happy with your spot at number 3? Like, I'm obviously happy that I've got pretty much anyone I want first pick. But if I'm pick 2, I think I'll be pick 19 next, which is kind of annoying.
23.
23 or whatever it was. Yeah, thank you. But yeah, kind of annoying. We've got the extra players in this one. What are your thoughts?
Well, a wise man called Ryan told me last year that you got to fill the halves first, right? And then you got to go forwards. So we're picking up Payne Haas
Yeah.
and we're blocking Adam. We have to.
I like that. Yeah, I think, Gazzy, you missed the start of our conversation, but I'm kind of not vibing an early pick in the halves. I think, obviously, Cleary, Campbell, and Hines are far above everyone, but I think if you miss one of those 3, I wouldn't be opposed to just waiting.
Yeah. Well, then you're picking up a cheapie, right?
Yeah, well, but there's other guns, like, more than happy to have, like, a Dylan Brown at halfback. I'm more than happy to having, even like a Lockie Galvin. Bit of a rebound season with a pre-season underneath his belt. Like, if I can get a more established, let's say, second row or front rower who are just going to be tackle bots and get accumulated points, like that could be a game changer for sure. It's so hard to pick.
Well, especially when, remember Payne Haas, we all know he's going to South Sydney Rabbitohs, the trader. So it's like, do you pick Xavier Willison over Payne Haas?
Crazy talk, but
Yeah, there we go.
I like the smoky chat.
Yeah.
Our draft has been pushed back by 17 minutes. So again, I think to note, centre wings are going to be hot commodities now with the new try assist rule. And not knowing where people are playing is also worthy to note. Like, obviously Tino's going to get dual, which is noteworthy. But as we talked about, the extended bench rule, also worthy to note. But guys coming back from injury as well, I think that's a big thing to look at because they're going to be quite down on the board and they're sort of out of sight, out of mind. I swear Tino last year got picked in like the 4th or 5th round. Definitely not happening this year. But guys like that could be sneaky pickups in my eyes. Yeah, like a Maxi Plath potentially, or even like a Gilbert in like around 9 or 10. Like these guys who could potentially get 50 or 60 points on average, but are down with the 40 base guys. I think that's something else you could take in consideration, but it's pretty, lot going on. That's for sure.
Maxi
Now,
Platt,
Gaz,
I like that.
what's your thoughts on the Titans so far this preseason, mate?
You know where we're going with this. The 3 Titans supporters, we're going straight to the top. The ceiling, see, I disagree with Ryan, and the ceiling is 4.
Premiership or bust?
Yeah. 4. We're above the Sharks.
The hopium is it's real.
I live literally like 3 minutes away from the Seabus Super Stadium, and fuck, I can't wait for the start of the season.
It's going to be unreal. What are your thoughts on Hane so far this off-season, Gazzy?
I think everyone at the Titans froths him. Like, we saw Tino staying, probably because he has a bit of belief, and yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
And
thoughts on Payne Haas leaving, Gaz?
yeah, coming from an ex-Broncos support, like being an ex-Broncos supporter, it kind of sucks for the Broncos. Like, he's won one there. Like, what is he chasing? Is it money now? Because he's won a premiership. That's what I'm kind of like, don't know, eh?